morning, dear students. We continue with the chapter Simple Equations. Today we begin Simple Equations Part 4. Simple Equations Part 4, Exercise 4.2, textbook page number 86. Textbook page number 86. We begin the first question. The first question is, give first the step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. So we are solving the equation, but as we solve the equation, we have to find the answer of the variable x. The alphabet is called the variable. The first question, x minus 1 is equal to 0. X minus 1 is equal to 0 and we have to find the value of x. So here we keep the alphabet x alone or the variable x alone and we transfer minus 1 from the left hand side to the right hand side. To transfer the integer minus 1 from the left hand side to the right hand side, we use the transpose rule. The transpose rule means the opposite rule. Minus 1, when we transfer from the left hand side to the right hand side, it will become plus 1 because the opposite function of subtraction is addition. So when we are using the transpose rule, minus 1 is transferred from the left hand side and it is moved to the right hand side and it becomes plus 1. So here our next step will be x equal to 0 plus 1. X equal to 0 plus 1, the answer will be 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. Hence the answer of x equal to 1. So this will be our answer, x equal to 1. Let's go to the second question. X plus 1 is equal to 0. So here the variable x has to be kept alone and plus 1 is transferred to the right hand side from the left hand side. So for transferring plus 1 from the left hand side to the right hand side, we use the transpose rule. Transpose rule means the opposite rule. So opposite of addition will be subtraction. So plus 1 will become minus 1 when we transfer plus 1 from the left hand side to the right hand side. So here the alphabet or the variable x is kept alone and the numbers are kept together in order to find the value of x. So plus 1 will move from the left hand side to the right hand side and it will become minus 1. So we will get 0 minus 1 in the next step and x will keep alone on the left hand side. X equal to 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1, the answer will be only minus 1. So the final answer is x equal to minus 1. This will be our answer. Let's go to the third sum. X minus 1 is equal to 5. So here the variable x has to be kept alone and the number minus 1 will be transferred from the left hand side to the right hand side next to 5. So we use the transpose rule. In the transpose rule, we have to use the opposite rule. Opposite of minus 1 is plus 1. So when minus 1 is transferred from the left hand side to the right hand side, it will become plus 1. 5 plus 1. The answer will be 6. The alphabet x or the variable x will be kept alone. The alphabet is known as the variable. So here the variable x is kept alone and that will be our answer, x equal to 6, because 5 plus 1, the answer will be 6. Minus 1 is moving from left hand side to the right hand side. Minus 1 will become plus 1. Hence our answer will be 5 plus 1, that is 6. X equal to 6 is our final answer. Now we go to the fourth sum. In the fourth sum, x plus 6 equal to 2 and we have to find the value of x. Hence the variable x or the alphabet x has to be kept alone and all the neighboring alphabets or integers have to be moved to the other side. So plus 6 will be moved or transferred from the left hand side to the right hand side. Plus 6 will become minus 6 when we use the transpose rule. In order to move plus 6 from left hand side to the right hand side, we have to use the transpose rule, and the transpose rule means opposite rule. Opposite of addition is subtraction. So plus 6 will become minus 6 when plus 6 is transferred from left hand side to the right hand side. Hence our next step will be 2 minus 6 and x will be kept alone. The alphabet or the variable x is kept alone. Hence our answer will be x equal to minus 4, because 2 minus 6, the answer is minus 4. 2 minus 6 we cannot do, but 6 minus 2, the answer is 4. And we have learnt in the chapter of integers, the first lesson, when bigger number is subtracted from smaller number, we will have a negative answer, because 2 minus 6 we cannot do. 6 minus 2, the answer is 4. But we have to put the bigger number sign. 6 is a bigger number, it has a negative sign. Our answer will have a negative sign. So 2 minus 6, our answer will be minus 4. Hence the answer will be x equal to minus 4. This will be the solution for the equation. X equal to minus 4 is the solution for the equation. Let's go to the fifth sum. y minus 4 is equal to minus 7. So here minus 4 will be transferred to the right hand side from the left hand side, because we have to find the value of y. The alphabet y or the variable y, its value we have to find. So we have to keep the alphabet y alone, and all the other numbers neighboring or near it has to be sent to the other side. So minus 4 will be sent or transferred to the other side. So from left hand side, minus 4 is transferred to the right hand side next to minus 7. Hence minus 4 will become plus 4, because when we use the transpose rule, we have to use the opposite rule. So opposite of addition is subtraction, but opposite of subtraction is addition. So minus 4 will become plus 4. So minus 7 plus 4 will be our step, and we have to solve it further. Y is equal to minus 7 plus 4. Y is kept alone. So minus 7 plus 4, our answer will be minus 3, because 7 is negative and 4 is positive, and the addition rule for integers we have to apply. Difference sign difference. 7 and 4's difference is 3, and we'll put the bigger number 7 sign, bigger number 7 as a negative sign, so answer will have a negative sign. Again I repeat, here we use the addition rule, because there is a sign, then there is a number, then there is a sign, then there is a number. So we are using the addition rule for integers, where 7 is negative and 4 is positive. 7 is negative, 4 is positive. Hence difference sign. Difference sign, we have to do the difference. 7 and 4's difference is 3. And we have to put the bigger number sign. Bigger number is 7. It has a negative sign. So our answer will also have a negative sign. So y is equal to minus 3 will be our answer. Let's go to the sixth sum. In the sixth sum, y minus 4 is equal to 4. So we have to find the value of y. The variable y has to be kept alone, and all the neighboring integers or alphabets have to be sent on the other side. Here minus 4 is next to y, so minus 4 has to be sent on the other side, that is the right hand side from the left hand side. Y has to be kept alone, and minus 4, which is its neighbor, has to be transferred that side. Y has to be kept alone. So minus 4 will be transferred from left hand side to the right hand side, and we have to use the transpose rule to transfer this number. In the transpose rule, we use the opposite rule. Opposite of subtraction is addition. So minus 4 will become plus 4 when it is moved from left hand side to the right hand side. So here in the next step, we will get 4 plus 4. Minus 4, when it is moved to the right hand side, it will become plus 4. 4 plus 4, the answer is 8. And here y is kept alone, and that is kept on the left hand side. So y is equal to 8 will be our final answer. Let's go to the seventh sum. Y plus 4 is equal to 4. Here the variable y has to be kept alone, because we have to find the value of y. So plus 4 will be transferred from the left hand side to the right hand side. Plus 4 will become minus 4 when we use the transpose rule. In the transpose rule, we use the opposite rule. Opposite of addition is subtraction. So plus 4 when it is moved from left hand side to right hand side, plus 4 will become minus 4. So here the right hand side 4 will remain as it is, and the left hand side plus 4 is transferred from the left hand side and it is moved to the right hand side. It will become minus 4. So in the next step, we'll get 4 minus 4, and that will be 0 in the next step. On the left hand side, we have to keep y alone, because we have to find the value of y, or we have to find the solution for this equation. That means the value of y has to be found. So here we get y is equal to 0 as the solution for this equation. Let's go to the eighth sum. In the eighth sum, y plus 4 is equal to minus 4, and we have to find the value of y, or the variable y. The alphabet is called the variable. So here the variable y is kept alone on the left hand side, and plus 4, which is its neighbor, will be transferred from left hand side to the right hand side. When plus 4 is transferred from left hand side to the right hand side, it becomes minus 4, because we are using the transpose rule. In the transpose rule, we use the opposite rule. Opposite of addition is subtraction. So minus 4 we will get, because this plus 4, when it is transferred from left hand side to the right hand side, this plus 4 will become minus 4, and minus 4 is already there from first, and this plus 4, when it is moved to the right hand side, it will also become minus 4. So in the next step, we'll get minus 4, and that means we have to use the addition rule. Same sign total. 4 is negative and this 4 is also negative. Minus 4, both are negative. That means both are having same sign. Same sign we do total. 4 and 4 is 8, and we have to put bigger number sign, but both of them are equal numbers and they are having the negative sign. Hence our answer will have negative sign. So 8 will have a negative sign. Hence y is equal to minus 8 will be our answer, and y is equal to minus 8 is the solution for this equation. Let's go to the main question 2. Here also we have to solve the equation, but in the textbook it is given as give first the step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. So we have to show the steps and then solve the equation. So we are already solving the equation. For solving the equation, we already have to show the steps. So here we'll start the first question. 3L is equal to 42. So the value of L has to be found. The value of the variable L has to be found. The alphabet is known as the variable. So here the alphabet L, we have to find its value. So the variable L is equal to 42 upon 3. How did we get this? Because L has to be kept alone. The value of L has to be found. So L has to be kept alone and all the neighboring integers or numbers next to it has to be sent to the other side. So here 3 is on the left hand side of L, and that means it is in multiplication because there is no sign between 3 and L. So whenever there is no sign between a number and alphabet, it is assumed that there is multiply sign. So here 3 is multiplied with L, hence we get 3L. So when 3 is transferred from left hand side to right hand side, 3 will go in division, because opposite rule of multiplication is division rule when we are using the transpose rule. In the transpose rule, we use the opposite rule, and opposite of multiplication is division. So 3 into L means 3L. So multiply 3 will become divide 3. So 42 divided by 3 or 42 upon 3. Hence we can solve this. 42 upon 3, the answer will be 3 1s are 3 14s are 3 14s are 42, and in the denominator we'll get 1. So 3 is cancelled and 1 is written, and 42 is cancelled and 14 is written. 3 1s are 3, 3 14s are 42. So 3 is cancelled using 3's table. 3 1s are 3 and 42 is cancelled using 3's table. 3 14s are, again I am repeating, 3 is cancelled with 3's table. 3 1s are 3 and 42 is cancelled with 3's table. 3 14s are 42. Our answer will be 14 upon 1 or only 14. Hence the solution for this equation will be L is equal to 14. The answer is L is equal to 14. That is the solution for the equation. Let's go to the second question. Main question 2, sub question 2. Main question 2, sub question 2, exercise 4.2. B upon 2 is equal to 6. Here the value of B has to be found out. So the alphabet or the variable B has to be kept alone, and all its neighboring numbers next to it has to be sent on the other side. Here we are having divide 2 or upon 2. So divide 2, when we transfer from the left hand side to the right hand side, it will become multiply 2 when we are using the transpose rule. In the transpose rule, we use the opposite rule. Opposite of division is multiplication, and 2 is in the denominator. So when it is transferred from left hand side to the right hand side, 2 will go in the numerator. So divide 2 will become multiply 2. So in the next step we will get 6 multiply by 2. 6 multiply by 2, the answer is 12, and B is kept alone on the left hand side. So B is equal to 6 into 2, and final answer will be B is equal to 12. So we will get B is equal to 12 as the solution for this equation. Let's go to the third question. Main question 2, sub question number 3. Main question 2, sub question 3, exercise 4.2. P upon 7 is equal to 4. Here we have to find the value of P. P is known as the variable. Any alphabet is known as the variable in this chapter of equation. So here P has to be kept alone in order to find the value of P. So here divide 7 or upon 7 has to be transferred from left hand side to the right hand side, and divide 7 will become multiply 7 when it is moved from the left hand side to the right hand side when we are using the transpose rule. In the transpose rule, we use the opposite rule. So divide 7 will become multiply 7, and 7 is in the denominator. So when it is transferred from left hand side to right hand side, 7 will go in the numerator. So 4 into 7 will get, and P will be kept on the left hand side alone. So P is equal to 4 into 7. Answer will be P is equal to 28. 4 7s are 28. And this will be the solution for the equation. P is equal to 28 is the solution for the equation. Let's go to the fourth sub question. Main question 2, sub question 4. Main question 2, sub question 4. 4x equal to 25. Here the value of x has to be found out. So x has to be kept alone. So the variable has to be kept alone. Alphabet is known as the variable. Here x is known as the variable. X has to be kept alone, and the number 4 has to be transferred on the other side in order to solve and find the answer of x. So 4 is transferred from the left hand side to the right hand side. 4 will go in division because 4x means 4 into x. So here 4 is multiplied multiplied with x. So 4 is multiplied with x, and when we are transferring it to the other side, we have to use the opposite of multiplication, that is the division, or upon 4 we have to write 25 upon 4 because we are using the transpose rule. In the transpose rule, we have to use the opposite rule. Opposite of multiplication is division, and 4 is in the numerator, 4 into x, because 4x means 4x upon 1. So 4 is in the numerator, and when it is transferred to the other side from left hand side to right hand side, it will go in the denominator. So multiply 4 will become divide 4, 25 upon 4 we will get. X equal to 25 upon 4. But 25 upon 4 cannot be solved or simplified further or reduced further. So we'll convert this into a mixed fraction, because whenever the numerator is a bigger integer, we have to convert into mixed fraction. 25 is the numerator. 25 is in the numerator and 25 is greater than the denominator 4. Whenever the numerator is greater than the denominator, the final answer should be written as a mixed fraction. Please children remember, whenever a fraction is given and in the fraction the numerator is bigger than the denominator, we have to convert into mixed fraction, because 25 upon 4 is a improper fraction. 25 upon 4 is a improper fraction, and we will not write the answer as an improper fraction. The answer should be as far as possible simplified further, and the numerator has to be made smaller. So 25 upon 4, 25 is bigger than 4, the denominator 4, hence we have to convert into mixed fraction. So here our answer will be 6 integer 1 upon 4, where we will use the multiply and addition rule for converting into a mixed fraction. 4 6 are 24. So 6 and 4 is multiplied. 4 stable we have to say. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20, 4 6s are 24, 4 7s are 28. 4 7s are 28 is a bigger number, so we will take 4 6s are. 4 6s are 24, and the remainder is 1. 4 6 are 24. 24 plus 1, we will get 5. So first we have to multiply and then we have to add. The multiplication addition rule or MA rule. Multiplication M and then addition means A. So M for multiplication and A for addition. MA rule. 6 4s are 24 that we are multiplying, and 24, after 24 we have to count 1, we'll get 25. So the numerator is 25. When it is simplified, we will get 4 as the denominator, 4 6 are 24 plus 1 25. So the mixed fraction will be 6 integer 1 upon 4. So the numerator is changing, but the denominator will always remain same in an improper fraction and the mixed fraction. When an improper fraction is converted into mixed fraction, the denominator will remain same. So your denominator 4 in the improper fraction will remain same in the mixed fraction also. So 25 upon 4 will be further simplified as 6 integer 1 upon 4. The numerator is changing, but the denominator 4 remains same. So here the final answer is x equal to 6 integer 1 upon 4, and this will be the solution for the equation. Let's go to the sub question number 5. Main question 2, sub question 5. 8y is equal to 36. Here the value of y has to be found out. So y has to be kept alone. The variable y has to be kept alone. The alphabet is known as the variable. So here y is known as the variable. So here y is kept alone, and 8 will be transferred from the left hand side to the right hand side, and 8 will go in division, because here 8 is multiplied with y. 8y means 8 into y. When there is no mathematical function between a number and an alphabet, it is assumed that there is multiply sign in between. So here between 8 and y, there is no mathematical symbol of plus, minus, multiply or divide. So we have to always assume that it is the multiply function. 8y means 8 into y. So multiply 8, when it goes to the other side, on the RHS side, from the left hand side 8 is transferred to the right hand side, 8 will go in division. Multiply 8 will become divide 8, because we are using the transpose rule. In the transpose rule, we use the opposite rule. Opposite of multiplication is division. So multiply 8 will become divide 8. So our next step will be 36 upon 8, and y will be kept on the left hand side alone as it is. So y is equal to 36 upon 8. Now this we can further simplify and reduce it with 4 stable by cancelling with 4 stable. 4 stable 8 is also there, and 4 stable 36 is also there. 4 2s are 8, 4 9s are 36. So 8 is cancelled and 2 is written. 4 2s are 8. With 4 stable we are cancelling 8. 4 2s are 8. 8 is cancelled and 2 is written in the denominator. With 4 stable we are cancelling 36 from the numerator. 4 9s are 36. So 36 is cancelled and 9 is written. And with 4 stable we are cancelling both. Again I repeat, 4 2s are 8. 4 9s are 36. 8 is cancelled, 2 is written, 36 is cancelled, 9 is written because we are using 4's table. 4 9s are 36, 4 2s are 8. So the next step will be y is equal to 9 upon 2. Now 9 upon 2 cannot be further simplified because 2 is a prime number and 9 is a composite number, but in 2's table 9 cannot be simplified further, and this is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Whenever the numerator is bigger than the denominator, we have to write the final answer as a mixed fraction. So here the denominator 2 will be copied as it is, and here we have to use the multiply addition rule, MAR rule, multiplication and addition. 2's table we have to say 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10. 2 5s are 10 is more, so we'll take 2 4s are 8. 2 4s are 8, that will multiply. 2 multiplied by 4, the answer is 8. And after 8 we count 1, then we will get 9. So 1 will be carry. 2 4s are 8. So multiplication, 2 multiplied by 4, 2 4s are 8. And plus 1, we will get 9. So remainder will be 1 or carry will be 1. 4 integer 1 upon 2 will be our answer when we use the multiplication addition rule for converting into mixed fraction. 4 and 2 is multiplied and the remainder is added. 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 1 9. 9 upon 2 is further simplified as a mixed fraction. We'll get the answer as 4 integer 1 upon 2. Y is equal to 4 integer 1 upon 2. This will be the solution for the equation. Let's go to the sixth sum. In the sixth sum, z upon 3 is equal to 5 upon 4, where the value of z has to be found. Z is the alphabet, or z is known as the variable. So z will be kept alone and the neighboring number 3 is sent on the other side. So the neighboring number 3 is in the denominator. So denominator 3, when it is transferred from left hand side to right hand side, denominator 3 will go in the numerator, and divide 3 or denominator 3. Divide 3 will become multiply 3 because denominator 3 means z is divided by 3. So divide 3 will become multiply 3 and the number from the denominator will move to the numerator. So 3 will go next to 5 and we will write it as multiplication because here it is division. So division 3 will become multiplication 3 and from denominator it will go into the numerator. So 5 into 3 whole upon 4. 5 upon 4 will remain as it is. So in the next step we will get z alone, will write it on the left hand side, and 5 multiply by 3 whole upon 4 will solve it further. 5 3s are 15. 15 upon 4 will be our answer. But in 4's table 15 cannot be solved, or 2's table 15 cannot be solved. This cannot be further simplified or cancelled and reduced. So we will convert this into a mixed fraction because whenever the numerator is bigger than the denominator, it is known as a improper fraction. Since it is an improper fraction, we cannot write it as the last step. We have to convert it into a mixed fraction. In order to convert into a mixed fraction, we have to use the multiplication addition rule or the MAR rule, where the denominator 4 will remain same as it is. So 4 will copy as it is, and 4's table we have to use and find out 15. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16. 4 4s are 16 is a bigger number. So we will take 4 3s are 12. So 4 is multiplied with 3, we get 12. 4 3s are 12. 4 is multiplied with 3. So we are using the multiply rule. 4 3s are 12, and after 12 we have to count. After 12 we count 13, 14, 15. That means 3 is the carry or 3 is the remainder. 4 3s are 12, and with 12 if we add 3 we get 15. So addition rule we are using. First we are using the multiplication rule and then we are using the addition rule. 4 3s are 12, 4 multiplied by 3 is equal to 12, and 12 plus 3 is 15. So carry will be 3. So our next step will be 3 integer 3 upon 4. The answer of z will be z is equal to 3 integer 3 upon 4, or we can say the solution for the equation will be z is equal to 3 integer 3 upon 4. Let's go to the seventh sum. A upon 5 is equal to 7 upon 15. Main question 2, sub question 7. Main question 2, sub question 7. Page number 86. A upon 5 is equal to 7 upon 15, where the alphabet A has to be kept alone and the denominator 5 has to be sent on the other side. In order to find the value of A, we have to send the denominator 5, or divide 5 we have to send from left hand side to right hand side. In order to transfer the denominator 5 from left hand side to right hand side, we have to use the transpose rule. And in transpose rule we use the opposite rule. Divide 5 will become multiply 5, or denominator 5 will go in numerator. So next to 7 in the numerator we have to write 5 and we have to put the multiply sign between 7 and 5. So it will become multiply 5. Divide 5 will become multiply 5. 7 multiply by 5. And 7 upon 15 we copy as it is. And the alphabet A is kept alone. The variable A is kept alone. We'll solve this further. In the next step, A is kept on the left hand side. Next step, we'll solve 7 into 5 upon 15 further. 7 into 5 upon 15, where 5 table we can use to cancel the numerator 5 and 5 table we can use to cancel the denominator 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15. 5 is cancelled and 1 is written. 15 is cancelled and 3 is written. 5 table we are using to cancel 5. 5 ones are 5. So we'll cancel 5 and write 1. 15 is cancelled and we'll write 3. 5 threes are 15. So 15 is cancelled and 3 is written, 5 is cancelled and 1 is written. 5 ones are 5, 5 3s are 15. 1 upon 3 will write in the next step, and 7 we copy as it is. A on the left hand side we copy as it is. In the next step we'll get A is equal to 7 upon 3, because 7 multiplied by 1. The answer will be 7 in the numerator, and denominator 3 we copy as it is. 7 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number. We cannot cancel or reduce it further. We cannot simplify it further. And this is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Whenever the numerator is bigger than the denominator, we have to convert into a mixed fraction. And to convert into a mixed fraction, we have to use the multiplication addition rule, Ma rule. Multiplication M and addition A. So we'll keep the denominator 3 as it is. 3 stable we have to do. 3 2s are 6. 3 is multiplied with 2 and we'll get 6, and with 6 when we add 1 we'll get 7. So in the numerator 1 will be there, denominator 3 is copied as it is, and in the integer part we will get 2. 3 will be the denominator, 2 is the integer, and 1 is the numerator. 2 integer 1 upon 3 is our answer. A is equal to 2 integer 1 upon 3 is the solution for this equation. Let's go to the 8th sum. Main question 2, sub question 8. 20t is equal to minus 10. 20t is equal to minus 10. T will be kept alone because we have to find the value of t. And 20 is written next to t. So 20 will be multiplied with t. So 20 is multiplied with t and we get the answer 20t. When there is no mathematical function between a number and an alphabet, we assume it to be the multiplication function. So here 20 is multiplied with t, and when 20 is transferred from left hand side to right hand side, it will become divide 20, because we are using the transpose rule. In the transpose rule, we have to use the opposite rule. Multiply 20 will become divide 20. So here 20t means 20 is multiplied with t, and 20 we have to shift from left hand side to right hand side using the transpose rule. So multiplication 20 will become divide 20 or upon 20. Minus 10 will copy as it is in the numerator. So in the next step we'll get t is equal to minus 10 upon 20. 0 0 is cancelled because we can use 10 table. 10 ones are, 10 twos are, and minus sign will remain as it is. Or we can say 0 0 is cancelled. Minus 1 upon 2 is our answer in the next step. Minus 1 upon 2 is the fraction, and that is the answer of t. T is equal to minus 1 upon 2, or we can say t is equal to minus 1 upon 2 is the solution for the given equation. Main question 3 we'll do in the next video.